Hello, welcome to This Old Geek. I'm Mike Esker. Now, whenever I come across a product that I really love, I like to tell people about it. So, over the weekend, I was getting a little bored, and for some reason, I had the desire to play vintage video games. Now, I'm not talking about on my laptop with an emulator and a ROM, and I'm not talking about those multiple consoles that you see on Amazon that claims to have like 60 or 200,000 games. I've seen them before, and I hate those things because a lot of those games are just garbage. You get a lot of duplicates, and so I don't even bother with those. So I wanted to play the actual vintage cartridges on a console. So I went to a store in Fremont, Ohio called CNC Games, which has a great selection of newer consoles, games, as well as vintage ones. I even seen some vintage consoles and games that I never even heard of. So I was looking at them, and I couldn't decide which one I wanted, and I only had enough money just to buy one console. So I thought I would just wait. So I was getting ready to walk out the door, and then I turned and saw a rack that had these newer game consoles that actually had that were made to play some of the older games, older cartridges like the NES, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis. I was hoping to find Nintendo 64, but I didn't see any, or they didn't have one. So anyway, they also had consoles that had multiple. You could play multiple ones on there. You could play like both NES and SNES on there. They had separate compartments for each one, of course. And they also had one where you can play three of them. They had NES, SNES, and Sega Genesis, and that's the one I picked up. It's the most expensive one, but I wanted to get some quality, and it looked pretty decent. And here it is, right here. It was like $90, and what is it, Classic 3? I love how they spell classic with a Q, and I was pretty impressed just by looking at the cover here on the box. And it's Japanese manufactured, I'm assuming, I believe. But this has everything you need to get started playing all these games. As you can see, you got the three slots here for the different cartridges. You had the Sega Genesis, the Super Nintendo, and then the NES. And so let's have a look at it out of the box, shall we? So here, everything that's in the box. You don't need to buy anything special. Everything is included. You have the two controllers, which these are very nice controllers. I love them. They have the 6 buttons. They're very ergonomic. And you have the shoulder buttons on here. And they have very nice long cords. And a audio video cable here, connector if you need that, and also HDMI cable here. So you can play your games in high definition. And of course the power cord, which is USB, and it comes with an adapter so you can plug it into your outlet. And so here are all the compartments. You have the Genesis, you have the Super Nintendo, and then you have the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. You have your reset button, and you have your power, and you have these little lights here. They light up. Each one of these is for the different slots here, different games. You have the Genesis, the SNES, and then the NES. You can also, you have the ports for the controllers. You can also use vintage controllers, and you got a little switch here so you can use the original controllers. And there's also in the back here You have LED and aspect ratio and all these other ones here, and there's for the audio video. And it's a really nice system. It works great. I really love it. I really enjoy it, and that's why I wanted to tell everybody about it. And the games look really great when you play them too. Just a little bit. On a Super Nintendo game, turn it on, and that's what it looks like when you turn it on. You can see that light lighting up there, maybe. But yeah. So if you really enjoy these games, the vintage systems, playing the vintage cartridges and that, I highly recommend that you purchase this if you see it. It's well worth the money. It really is. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.